Hello and welcome to another episode of Anna's Energy Lab. So I'm Anna and welcome. So last time we explored a little bit of what it is like to tune into the frequency of water. So subtle elements are not measurable as opposed to physical water because we're looking at the subtle, the frequency side, yet they are part of what makes up this reality system or underlies this reality system, the invisible side of it. So if you haven't had a chance to do that, please go back to the previous one and go through the exercise just to see what that feels like. There's no expectation of what kind of experience you should have or could have. It's really about what happens for you personally, what this feels like to you. The way water will come into you could be very different to the way I experience connecting with the subtle element of water. It's very much a subjective experience, and there's no comparison. You really want to get to know how things work for you and how you work and how your intuitive senses pick up the energies in your own way, because this is really about connecting to your intuitive information, your intuitive energy field, your subtle field, and how subtle frequencies feel for you. And the only way to learn how to do this is by practice and just connecting in and trusting that what you feel and what you sense is safe and okay and genuine. And the only way to feel like, okay, I'm having a genuine experience is to practice and get used to sensing these energies so you can understand what is genuine and what is fantasy. Because there is a little bit of a danger of going into fantasy with these things, because we do often use the imagination to guide our experience. So I thought I'd share some of my experiences with water. So after doing the video later on, because I said I'd do it through the week, in my meditations, I'd sit down and re-go through that and go through those different phases of water. What it was like to be a drop, what it was like to be part of the ocean, what it was like to be part of the river. And I really noticed it, like I could feel that sense if I was connecting in with the rapid torrents of a river or the waves crashing of the ocean, and really feel that sense of movement, and whether it was calm or slow. And I did actually introduce doing a little bit of dance with water, not necessarily using any music. I did it both with or without music, but I really felt that need to move and dance and play as I connected with the water. So I was connecting with the fluids within my own body, especially the fluids in my joints. And so the more I tuned into water, the more my body wanted to move. Like I feel like every little joint in my finger just wanted to play and dance, the wrists through the shoulders. It was like I could really feel and let that movement of the water in my body guide what was happening so those spaces could open up. So this was a little bit of a healing process for me, and allowing, moving into that sense of water to let the fluids in my body move to clear and purify. So I can also bring that intention in, that it will clear and purify any little stagnancies or blockages or tightnesses within my joints. So I found that quite interesting and quite enjoyable. When I tuned into the frequency of like the frozen water going into the snow, I noticed at first it was just incredibly still and quiet. And then after that, it was interesting. I noticed my nervous system actually start to go into the freeze response. So I connected in at the nervous system level as well. And I could feel my body going into shutdown. So that's when I slowly just allowed myself to work with the idea of melting and softening, and then just gently calming and soothing my system down. So that was a very interesting experience for me, because I hadn't actually connected with the frozen aspect of the subtle element of water before. I hadn't thought of doing that, to be honest, because usually when I've been working with water, it's been working with the emotional, the fluid side, the movement of water. So I'd love to hear your feedback and any of your own experiences. So please let me know how you go with that.